Look at these guys right here in football. Y'all love football, right? Hey, right now, it's Jay Knows Credit. Y'all understand what we're doing right now. Going back into getting some information about how we can improve our credit. How can we go to the next level? Okay. How can we get on the same page as a people? All right. Get our credit right, leverage it, make us some money. I had some technical difficulties earlier trying to run Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Already went live on Instagram. We're already on Instagram right now. We've been on Instagram now for about, 20 minutes, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've actually streaming here on Facebook and on YouTube. Well, I thought I was streaming for about 20, 30 minutes, but then I was like, oh, it's not even broadcasting. So I pulled one of my moves for one of my friends. Friend, if you're watching, you know who you are, because we both did that before. It's probably my second time doing this. But anyway, yes, that's the great thing about technology. You can love it, and then sometimes you can get frustrated about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. But look, guys, hey, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Hit us up. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button. When you hit that like button, it just lets people know that we do have some valuable content. So even if it's a simple like of a video, even if it's one that I've already recorded, those likes actually help the content reach other people. So I appreciate every comment, every like, and every share, and everybody who subscribes and watches on a regular basis. Okay, but make sure you also go and you follow me on Twitter at Jay Knows Credit. Okay, and on Instagram at Jay Knows Credit and at JKnow_S. Okay, so just want to make sure that y'all know how to find me. Please come find me. Please follow me everywhere. There's a lot of good things coming. Okay, so what I want to tell y'all first is that we do have some new primary trade lines coming. Okay, new primary trade lines. If you heard of the other ones that kind of went crashing down over the years, like the New Coast Directs, you got New Coast Direct, you got what was that, Hutton Chase, you've got the My Jewels Club and all that. All of those that we talked about before and that we have videos on. Y'all know, if you don't already know, those companies, stop reporting for whatever reason. Some things internally, some people stealing money, a lot of stuff going on with those things, right? So I've accumulated some new primary trade lines that some of them I've vetted, some of them I haven't. The ones I've vetted, you'll know I vetted them because I'll talk about that. But the ones I haven't, I'm going to let you know it's going to be, hey, it's up in the air. I don't know. It hasn't reported from me or any of my clients, not personally, but they do seem legit, basically. So you'll also have all those disclaimers about all those new primary trade lines that are going to happen. All right. So, you won't be in the dark about that. Okay. All right. So let me see. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go first? All right, first, let's go ahead and go into this, okay? Let's go into liquidity, all right? Let's go into liquidity. Now, when it comes to liquidity, which is really just your cash, all right? A lot of people don't talk about this cash, but just remember, credit is queen, cash is king. You've got to take, better care of your cash, putting it away, making sure you have enough money to do certain things that your credit may not allow you to do at certain times, or maybe you mess it up, okay? And you don't have any actual tangible cash. Now, I would suggest investing in different things. That way you can cash in to get cash. But you just want to make sure you have some type of access to liquidity, all right? You can get that through just having the strict regular cash in your bank account, cash in your mattress, cash, stuff like that. But I just believe the best way to do that is to have like assets. Okay, so I have like assets like silver. Okay, now the reason why I have stuff like this is because if you actually have physical cash sitting around, it's more prone to get stolen. Now when I have stuff like silver sitting around, I can actually, if I want to get cash, I can take this silver and I can basically get it cashed into any pawn shop, any coin shop. I can literally take it and pay it as tender in certain places as well. Okay, so if I'm looking at protecting my money, A lot of folks don't even know that, if you had a bar of silver, whatever, some people don't even know that it's actually worth liquid money. Now it's not really liquid. I know it's a metal asset. I know you might see that as confused, but it brings me liquidity whenever I want to get liquidity. All right. A lot of times I don't keep crazy amounts of cash, but it's good to have, that money working and have quick access to that money. Because if you don't have quick access, then it's not liquid. How fast can you get liquid in your hand? If you had to right now, if you saw an investment, if you saw an opportunity and you need to get $10,000, could you get $10,000 right now of liquidity, okay, to put together? But what I wanted to actually go over a little bit is just talking about having the type of mentality that most people have when it comes to playing football. Right? When you look at football, everybody loves football, American football. We're in football season right now. People are placing bets. There's bets in Las Vegas. People are all around the world. They're playing. They're playing outside in their backyards. They're saying, "This is my team, Dallas Cowboys and the Redskins and the whoever." I don't even know all the teams. I don't really get into sports. Not knocking anybody who does, but look at how much ownership we take of these teams. Look at what, we're saying, like, they're champions and we're a part of it. But, we don't really have any ties to these teams. We just love them. We just want, for the most part, okay, we want them to win. But when it comes to financially for us, are we winning financially? If we're not winning financially, then that's a big problem. Just putting all of our attention on things that, looking at other people winning. Let's say that we focus on other people winning all of the time, but we got to take some responsibility. We got to start looking at, okay, it's game time for me. Okay. It's game time for me. I got to be that person that is in championship mode. Okay. I got to get this ring. I got to get this trophy when it comes to my finances. I got to be the breadwinner when it comes to, being looked at in the family. They look at me in the family and be like, you're the breadwinner, you're bringing home, you're investing, you're doing this. I want to have that sense of pride. You know what I mean? That sense of, I'm winning in my household. I'm winning when it comes to my money. I'm winning when it comes to the bag. I'm winning when it comes to, me hitting my goals. I said I wanted 10 properties. I got 3 properties. I got 7 more to go. I said I was going to make $100,000 this year. I'm only at 60,000, but I got 3 more months to go, or something like that, right? That's how you can look at, having that type of mentality when it comes to championship, locking in to a championship mentality when it comes to your money, not just when it comes to sports. Okay. Now that's what I call a flag on the play. Okay. That's a big flag on the play. You cannot be that person who's only focused on, the sports, the games, and all the things, but we're not in the market of being well versed in finances. Like, it's like, oh, I don't have time for that. Oh, who has time for all that crap? Who can put that kind of time in, to doing all that? It's too difficult. It's like rocket science. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things that we do, or people do, to make themselves not want to try and not want to do the work that it takes to get to that next level of understanding their money. Okay. And it's crazy. I thought I understood money, and like over the past 4 months, and I've been studying different things on finances, and I've learned things in the past 4 months that I never knew over all of my years of looking at and studying finances. And so it's just like I'm in this game to win it. I'm always forever learning, and that's one thing that we have to do overall. Is always be learning, always getting that next step, always wanting to up your game, so to speak. Getting in that I gotta win no matter what. I got to do this. I'm laser focused. And a lot of times that takes getting more knowledge. Maybe you're not at that, you're not at that point right now. You know what I'm saying? But you just want to be. Okay. Oh, thank you for that. that heads up. I don't know why I don't have it on constant. I don't have it on constant. Here we go. We'll just go again. That's all it is. We'll just go again. I didn't cut the blackout screen on. I had updated the phone, got the new update or whatever, and I didn't actually turn it on. I didn't actually turn it on to where it doesn't black my screen out. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on. So my apologies about that. But thank you for letting me know. Okay, thank you all for all that. Okay, so let me go on to this next thing here. Now, this is what a lot of people are doing right now. As you can see. Now, you might look at that, okay, like what are they doing? I mean, just what are they doing? They're just standing there. They're just waiting for the team to win the game. For a lot of people, that's what we do. Even when it comes to our favorite sports team, even when it comes to our money, we're just waiting for somebody else to give us the game. We're waiting for that next opportunity. We don't like this job because this next job isn't, what we want to do. This next job isn't paying the amount of money, or this business isn't, doing what I needed to do right now. I'm gonna have somebody else, just do the work, and I'm just gonna sit back and just not have to do nothing. I'm just gonna wait, and maybe my mama's gonna do it. Maybe it's gonna be my cousin who's gonna get us out of poverty. Maybe it's gonna be, my friend who's going to finally, just pick me up and take me to work. I ain't got to take the bus. Or I mean, it could be anything, but just waiting by the sidelines, being that person, just waiting for somebody to put you in the game. Let me say that. Everybody's waiting for somebody to put them in the game and not looking at it as, okay, I need to be asking the coach, like, hey, I need to be put in the game. All right. Some of y'all have coaches right now, and you're not asking the coach to put you in the game. You got people around you who have value. You got people around you who are making what you want to make. You got people who have the peace that you want to have. You got people who have, the bank statement that you want to have, but you're not tapping in with those people. Why? Is it pride? Is it, what is it? You got to get that mindset that you're going to get out here and get in this game no matter what. You got to get that pride out the way, get that ego out the way, get the fact that you don't like a person, get out of the way that, y'all had a falling out, what I'm saying? Whatever. Put your tail between your legs, apologize, whatever you need to do, but get yourself in that game. Okay. Because there's a lot of people right now, a lot of relationships that's been, messed up, or, because of whatever reason, and you're seeing your friend, you're seeing that person that you love, that person that you used to love, the person that's around you, or you got friends, or you got people you're connected to, but you're afraid to reach out and ask for help. Okay. Don't just stand there. Like, do some practice, like run some laps, do some push-ups in the way of, hey, let me get my finances together. Let me look at what I got to do to get myself, in this game. All right. And if you want to get your finances together, that's part of my first down mentality. Get your finances together. Write down all of the things that you have as far as an income statement. Write down all the money you got coming in. Look at all the money that's coming out. See, boom. This is Instagram. Okay, boom. There we go. That's stopping now again. See, boom. Nope, share that video. It won't want to share my video. Oh God. Haters. Why they hating on me? I gotta discard the video. All right, but it's all good. We're going back live again because why not? You move that over. All right. So your first down mentality. Look at your credit report. Look at your credit scores. Look at what's on your report. Not only that, income statement, balance sheet. If you don't know what an income statement balance sheet is, go Google that so you can figure out what that is so you can get that together. Look at all of your debts. Look at all of your assets. Look at your insurance. Look at what you're paying for your insurance. If you need to lower your deductible or raise your deductible based on what you're paying, because you're probably paying too much, okay, in that insurance. But look at all of your finances. Write down everything that you have going in and going out. That's the first step in getting a plan. A lot of people don't want to write stuff down. Just write down where you at. Where am I? It should not be a surprise when you go apply for a home loan, or you apply for a car, or you apply for a credit card, and they send you a letter telling you what your score is, like you didn't know. You should have already known before you did anything. It should not be a surprise. Well, my credit score was 800 last week. No, I mean, come on, man. You know what it was. You know it wasn't, up to par. Don't act like you don't know where you are. And if you don't know where you are, please get this together. Like, this is your first down. Okay? You cannot keep having flags on the play. Flag on the play. If I ask you a question about your finances, a basic question, and you can't answer it, it's a flag on the play. If I ask anybody who's in the financial field, I ask them simple questions all the time. But you want to invest my money? Flag on the play. You can't even answer a simple basic question. That's already a red flag. Now, you telling people you want to be financially independent. You want to be a full-time business owner. You want to have an 850 credit score. You want to be able to buy this $700,000 house. But all of your actions don't line up. Nobody has to ever call you a liar. They're going to look at what your actions say. Your actions are going to tell them, okay, well, all right, if you say so. You know what I'm saying? But where is the work? Where is the evidence? What are you doing? Because all they see is the flags. That's what they see. All they see is like, oh, well, you say you want to make this, but you sure are just buying stuff. Like, you ain't trying to, you ain't using that to make no money with that. So I don't see it. You always complaining about something. You go to sleep early, you wake up late all the time. I don't see it. And then we have the nerve to be mad when something catastrophic happens because we didn't plan. Okay. Now, when something catastrophic happens, that's what we call a 10-yard penalty. Okay. You get a 10-yard penalty because you didn't plan. Now, you might say, well, Jay, why are you giving me a 10-yard penalty when I'm not the one that did it? Something happened to me. It hit my life. That shouldn't be my fault. No, it's still your fault. Now, I get it. I'm talking about finances now. I'm not saying the person, what I'm saying, but I'm talking about finances now. You know that something's going to happen. That's why emergency funds are in place. Now, you can't lie to me, but do you have an emergency fund? An emergency fund is 6 months of monthly expenses saved up. Do you have a starter one with $1,500 saved up? Just $1,500 or $2,000 or $2,500, something, just a starter. Have you built up 6 months of expenses? Are you trying to? Because I know everybody else is hiring. If you're saying, okay, I work already. Okay, you work from home probably because of COVID. What else you doing though? Are you Uber eating? Are you running around here trying to stack up money because time's about to get a lot worse? Are you stacking up your money through doing other things while everything is okay for you? If everything is not okay for you, you definitely should be in grind mode. Like all the time, you know what I mean? But if you're in a place where everything is good, you want to get it to great. You don't want to sit there and wait, and it is going to be your fault when something happens because you chose to take your money and spend it on crap that you didn't need. When you should have took that money and said, look, I don't have anything saved up. I need to start saving money. Okay? Now, people tell me all the time, I don't have enough money to save. Well, that's also a lie if you want to keep lying to yourself, but I'm not going to be the one that's going to celebrate your pity party today because you do have enough money. You just keep raising your expenses every time you get more money. Because at some point, you didn't have nothing. But then at some point, you made $100 a week or more. So what happened in that transition? Now you might say, I don't want to live in the badder, worser part of town. That's still a choice. That doesn't change the fact that you could live somewhere that you may not want to live, or could live with someone you may not want to live with, and be able to do more things with your cash flow to get yourself in a better position in 2 years. You could take 2 years and get yourself 10 years ahead instead of just actually just focusing right now on only yourself when it comes to, not partnering up and not asking for help. You can get yourself 10 years ahead by partnering up with just one person or two people that help you, settle down, get your head focused, and get your mind focused on what you need to do. Okay, this is your goal, Antoinette. This is your goal, Jacob. This is your goal, Antoine. This is your goal, okay? You say you want this by this time. This is what you got to do to get it. You got to put your head down. You got to do this. You got to save. You got to stack, blah, blah, blah. You got to do those steps. And you got to be laser focused on getting that done and not deviate from that goal. And a lot of people cannot do that or won't do that. They'll make excuses, though. They'll make excuses as to why they can't do that. Everything else is everybody else's fault. Even when it comes to that emergency fund, even when it comes to that thing that just happened to you, that set you back, it pulled you back. But that's only because you didn't plan. See, I call it planning for the BS. Planning for the BS. I don't know how the BS is going to come. I just know it's going to come. Now, certain BS, you just, it's emotional. You can't, it's mental, things like that. But when it comes to mental and emotional things, the bill collector don't care. I repeat, the bill collector does not care about your mental and your feelings. They don't care about that. Your goals don't care either. You said you wanted this. You got to get in that mode. Doesn't mean you can't have feelings. It doesn't mean that you can't be in a mental space. But the good thing about those things, when they hit you, if you plan financially for that, it doesn't cause you to miss. That means you can take the time, take care of that mental health, take care of those feelings, process those things, process that life that hits you, and the money's still coming in, and you're still able to pay those bills. Okay? Now, one thing that you don't want to get is sad. One thing that people do is kind of get in that little mode of just isolation. They don't want to be around nobody, don't want to talk to nobody, don't want to, and there's nothing wrong with having your own processing time. Nothing wrong with that. I want to repeat that, okay? But there's certain people who are just alone way too much. Alone way too much. Just you got to get around some other people. You've got to be in a way of like getting the right energy, around you. And I call it the quarterback sack because it's like you're the quarterback and you're basically sacking yourself. Like it's nobody else just like knocking you out, really. It's really just you. It's like you're like kneeling on the ball. You're just saying, I'm just kind of like giving up. Okay. And it's very easy to do that when things aren't going right. And I know that it's a different mentality that every person won't have. Every person won't have that kill or be killed, what I'm saying? Like, I gotta eat mentality. Okay. But one thing that you can do is learn how to have steps. I think a lot of people don't really give the steps of success or the steps. They just say, this is the key. That's the key. Like there's like 17,000 keys out here without steps, So another step that you want to do when it comes to, even with this, this whole football and everything I got going on right now, okay, is learn how to be satisfied, with those field goals. All right. You may not get that touchdown all the time. People get so caught up in that big win that they forget about those little wins. They forget about, that those little wins add up too. It may not be that touchdown. It may not be that 6 points. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you keep on getting you some threes. You keep on getting getting that extra point. You know what I'm saying? Like you can still get to where you need to go and still be able to win, even though, you didn't get that particular touchdown. And that can be simple stuff like just putting $100 a week away. Being able to say, I saved $10 this week. You know what? I'm not going to go to Starbucks today. You know what? I am not going to get Panera Bread today. That meal is going to cost me $20. Okay. I'm going to put, I'm going to use my Cash App
or whatever, and I'm using my Cash App to go ahead and buy $20 in Bitcoin right now instead of spend $20 on this meal. Okay, so get yourself around the right type of people. That when it comes to that team, right? When we're talking about football, we're talking about a team. Okay, get yourself around the right type of people. Okay, people that you can actually talk to, and build upon. All right, because a lot of times when you're by yourself, when you're isolated, what I'm saying, you can get sacked, you can get that, you can get to losing the game because you're so frustrated. All right, and that frustration can cause you to even argue with the referee. And you see a lot of players do that, right? They get mad at the referee. This person just officiating the game, you mad, what I'm saying, you yelling like this didn't happen, that didn't happen, whatever. But you're looking at just that one play. You're looking at the one play. That one play could be like, you just happen to, not have enough money, this week, or because you got to take off work because like your kid, something happened to your kid at school or something like that, or they don't have enough hours. What I'm saying, they don't have enough people coming in spending money, so you can't work. What I mean? And now you mad. What I'm saying, you arguing, you arguing with everybody. What I'm saying, you're making things worse, basically. And when you get to that place where mentally you feel like everything else, like everybody else, it's like a finger pointing game. What I mean? It's like more of like, you didn't call this play right, you didn't do this right. There's never any self-evaluations that happen, when it comes to anger, when it comes to things not going right, when it comes to this one play you had set up, you had this one move, man, you had this one play you're trying to get, you're going to do everything legit after this one play. You did that one play and it didn't work out. Or you invested in this thing. You said, I'm going to do this investment one more time. I'm investing one more MLM. I'm going to invest in one more network marketing opportunity. I'm investing one more of these little programs or little teachings or whatever like that. And then I'm done. Okay. And then, you do it and then you're kicking it, man. What I'm saying? I shouldn't have did that. And, this is your fault and all that kind of stuff. Let me tell you right now, every system works. I repeat, every system works. It works if you work the system. Every system, every single system that's out here for success. I don't care if you watch, a video back from 2010. If that particular structure, business, whatever program, if it still exists, I promise you, I could join it right now and run it up. Because I will follow exactly what they have in place and I can run it up. What most people try to do is they try to blame, them not having success on everybody else but themselves. Everybody else but what they are not doing. I'm just not that kind of person. Okay. And so I won't allow anybody to be that person either. Okay. So if you want to be that person, I'm not the person to be around. I'm not the person to talk to. I'm not the person to be in that pity party, with you. You've got to be that person who has some type of realization that it's not everybody else. You may not have the kill or be killed and type of mentality, or go out here, you got to eat, kill to eat. But you got to have a little bit of a sense of, okay, I have to do something. Okay. And I can work with something. But if you have that nothing mentality, you're just going to wait and you're just going to be pretty. Somebody's going to give you something, or you just arrived and that's not how I operate. Okay. 100% not how I operate. But I can help you and help those that want the help when it comes to your credit, when it comes to your mentality, because that's the hardest part. Okay. Think about all the things that have been done in this country, in this world. It was all done based on that person having the right type of killer mentality. Okay. And I'm getting this Instagram back on here as well. If it's still on. Is it still on? Are we back? Okay. We'll come back in a minute. But getting that whole killer be killed mentality, it takes time if you want to get that developed. If that person who's very, very laid back, I believe you're only laid back in certain areas of your life. You're not laid back when it comes to things that you're passionate about. So you got to start to develop some passion when it comes to your finances. Get some passion when it comes to like that next move. Because right now we're in October. We're going to go to October. We're going to be November. Like, what is it? It's already past the 15th, or it's the 15th today, right? So, well, no, it's the 18th. See, it's 18th today. So we're way past the middle of the month. So you only got November, December, not even half of October to, finish out the year strong. So if you're thinking about getting your credit right, if you're thinking about getting your finances right all together, it don't take a lot. It doesn't take as much as people try to say that it takes. It doesn't take as much work. It's really just doing it and applying it. And I'm going to show you something here when it comes to like the little stuff, like little stuff. The little stuff is very important. Taking that cash that you've got, all right? You've got cash right now. Maybe you get that child tax credit that, they've been talking about, people been getting every Friday, okay? You got to know when to call an audible. What I mean by that, you might have your rent mortgage that's due at the beginning of the month. You got your rent mortgage due at the beginning of November, right? You've got this money. So you got that child tax credit money. And you're like, okay, well, I could just pay my mortgage. And that's due on the 1st, okay? Or you could take your money and you could invest it and flip it in a different way. So let's say you got your credit available. You got $2,000 that's available in credit. You got $2,000 that's owed to your mortgage or your rent, but it's not due until the 1st. Okay. Could you possibly take that $2,000, invest it? Okay. Let's say you invested in some stable crypto or something that's going to grow very, very fast in a couple of weeks. Take that $2,000 and then use your credit card to pay that mortgage. If you can, certain companies you can do that with. That way you get some points with it. At the same time, your money is working for you. You got to know when that you are able to do that. Now, should you do that without any backup? I don't think you should. I think you should always have a backup plan. Have that emergency fund just in case some of that investment doesn't work out and you're still able to pay your mortgage and things like that. But know when to call an audible. What I mean by that, know when to take that risk, because when you're calling the audible, really all you're doing is going against what the whole entire organization wants you to do, what the coaches want you to do, staff wants you to do, everybody wants you to do. Think about that when it comes to your personal finances. What does everybody want you to do now? Okay, what is everybody telling you to do now? You probably need to do the opposite. I'm not trying to be funny, but everybody's always telling people like, all the time, just exactly, you need to do this, you need to do that. And sometimes it's like, it's up to you, it's personal. It's your finances. It's your money. It's your credit. So you got to be that person to say, okay, I'm listening to everybody else's information. I'm taking everything in, but even just taking everything in, I'm gonna get off this live there. Okay. But as you're taking everything in, even though you're taking everything in, it doesn't mean that you have to go by that. You don't have to choose that. Everybody's telling you what the best thing to do is, but that may not be the best thing for you. So know when to listen to people's counsel, but also know when to recognize, okay, look, this don't sound right. This don't seem right. Or, this might be a better feeling. Always go with that gut feeling, and make sure that you are that person that's making a decision. You're not just letting other people make a decision for you. Okay. Now the counsel is good, having counsel, but it still ends up being your overall decision. Okay. Now, not only when it comes to like, primary trade lines, as far as what we have that's coming out new with J Mills Credit, We do have a couple of other things as well. Like starting today, we do have a pay per deletion program. Okay, so what that pay per deletion does is basically where, let's say you got something on Experian or something on TransUnion only. Okay, and you don't want to pay for somebody to do a credit repair or something like that on that one item that you have on that one bureau, because it's almost like you're paying for all three bureaus to get done and you only get done on one bureau. Or maybe you might see some other programs and you might see some other programs and you may not want to pay that cost because you only got one or two things on one or two bureaus and stuff like that. So now we do have a pay for deletion service. Okay, and that pay for deletion service is going to, like I said, start today. And with that pay for deletion, you'll be able to, get anything, any small thing off. Like you might say, I got one thing on TransUnion, one thing on Equifax, one thing on Experian. Jay, how much is that going to cost? Okay, so you can reach out to us, and we'll let you know, what that's going to cost you. You can schedule a consultation if you like. Consultations are now $75. You schedule a consultation, you can do that. You can also just inquire about it if you already know, but keep in mind, we're only going to do what you point out. Okay, so if there's anything left, you can't say, well, we didn't tell you. Our job is to do exactly what you want us to do when it comes to pay for deletion. You pay for deletion. You don't pay for us to go through all of your profile and all that kind of stuff and tell you a game plan and tell you what lines to get. That all that is done in a consultation. Consultation, when you get the full entire picture. When you're doing pay for deletion, you're just paying for deletion. Okay, that's it. Now, we'll start that today. We're going to start those prices off at just $100. Okay, $100 for pay for deletion, and they're going to go up based on the type of pay for deletion. So it'll be between $100 for deletion on up to $200 per deletion, depending on the item that is being deleted. All basic items will automatically be $100. All extreme items like you got a repo and you've got child support on there. That's stuff like that. That's going to be on that high end of that pay for deletion. Now we still have our big people who have those 20, 30, 50 negative items. People do exist. Those 10 plus negative items, or just a lot of debt accumulated with just a few items. We do have a $3,500 package where you can get that package, and that'll take care of everything, every negative account that's on your credit report, no matter how many negatives you have. No consult needed. That's $3,500 for that. Now we do have our pay for deletion when it comes to our inquiries. We still remove those for you for $50 per inquiry, as well as we do have our standard repair service, which is $99 a month, $199 in order to start up. $199 startup, $99 a month. Okay, so we got levels of different services to meet different people's goals, different people's criteria. That way, nobody's left, out there in the dark saying that, hey, I don't have enough money, because I believe that, if you want it, you can get it. If you want to take care of something, you get it. If you want those Jordans, you get them. If you want that shirt, you get it. If you want that steak, you get it. If you want to get your credit repaired, then you'll do the work that it takes to get it done. But don't wait to do it. Okay, a lot of people look at just, hey, I got time. I got time. Right now, credit cards are getting harder to get. They're making it harder to get. They're lowering people's credit card limits because their risk is higher. When it comes to loans, their risk is higher. Why? People are staying at home more and working less. I'm not talking about working from home. They got people who are not even working from home. They're just staying at home because they're like, shoot, I make more money just staying at home. I get excuse me, I burp. But I get a check or whatever from just being at home. I don't have to do that. Or, hey, I got enough money saved. I'm just going to chill. That's what's happened to a lot of people. Or it's like, I don't want that type of check. I don't want that $7, $8, $10. I'm out. And so, you know, if we want to get into a better position when it comes to our finances, we have got to stop making excuses. We've got to stop looking at everybody else. We've got to stop and look at ourselves and say, hey, am I willing to do the work it takes to get this done? Am I going to invest in myself? Am I going to invest in my credit? Am I going to invest the time into my finances? Do I really want what I say I want? Do I really want to get that 800 credit score? Do I really want to get this house? Do I really want to have that car? Do I really want to have that peace? Do I really want to have that understanding? Do I really want to know certain things that I say I want to know? Like, even when it comes down to just that simplistic, do you really want to know? Do you really want to know what goes on in this country behind the scenes? Do you really want to understand where money comes from? Do you really want to know what real money is? Do you really want to understand like how this country was built? Do you want to know certain information? Be careful what you ask for. Okay. Be careful about what you ask for. Be careful about what you say that you want. But also be intentional about what you want. Research what it is that you want. Make sure it's what you want. Because I see a lot of people seeing, talking about things that they say they want, that they don't know nothing about. I'll ask the detail. They don't know nothing about it. So make sure you truly want what you say you want. Make sure you're doing the things you're supposed to do to actually hit those goals. So it's going to be a long, long winter, because winter is coming for a lot of people. It's going to be a long winter for people who are not getting themselves ready now. Okay, the leaves are falling, leaves changing colors. Everything's changing. Are you changing? Are you growing? Are you taking this time right now? Maybe you're at home, maybe it's cold, maybe you got your hot cup of tea and your coffee and things like that. Are you taking this time to read? Are you putting something inside of yourself that way you can grow? Are you taking this time to look at, okay, what are my finances going to look come January 1st? What does your 2022 look like? Do you have those goals in place for that next year? That's something that we definitely going to have to put in place now, not when 2022 gets here. Okay? All right. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe to us at Jay Knows Credit. Make sure you hit us up, okay, and call us about any type of services that you need, okay? Because it's very important, all right, that you know what you're doing. You have that plan of action. Maybe you don't have a plan of action. Maybe you need a plan of action. We'll definitely get you a plan of action here if you just hit us up, give us a call. You can also send us a text message, okay? Send us a text, 1-833-556697, okay? And but yeah, I got a lot of things coming out for you guys. Thank y'all for watching my live streams. I do have a lot of videos that I do have to do some work to, but I thank y'all for being patient and going on this journey with me. All right. But let me see if I got some questions. I know I go to this question section. I'm still getting used to this app that I'm using, so I don't want to leave anybody out as far as questions. Okay. What's good? What's good? Credit here, wear your shirt once a week. You got to. Okay. Some destinations won't get comments. All right. So I think I'm only seeing certain comments. I got to learn why it doesn't do that. See, that's why I test out different things like this and see. I can't use this a lot if I can't even get people to be able to comment on both Facebook and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm going to find the right program. That we can use to where it can actually go on both and be able to be effective. But thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all had a great day. Happy Monday. Get out of your own head. It's time to go out here and win that championship. Get that type of mentality developed by just, reading some books. Like get something inside of you so something else that you want to see can come out. All right. But this is Jay signing out. You have a fantastic day. See y'all next time.